Hello there, how are you doing? Joe Barnes here, and welcome to another rip-roaring episode of Make It Happen Monday. I do hope that you have had a phenomenal week. And in this week's episode, we are actually continuing our series on how to start a business you can run from anywhere in the world. We've been talking about selling information products. We've been talking about affiliate marketing, coaching, software. Today, we are talking about done-for-you services. In other words, services that you do for other people. It pretty much says what it does on the tin, really, doesn't it? A done-for-you service. So for instance, let me just give you some practical examples. For instance, let's say that you're an accountant. And you may want to run a business where you do people's accounts for them online, and everything is done. You can obviously run that from anywhere in the world. So that's a done-for-you service. Let's say you're a web designer, so you're going to go and design people's websites. That's a done-for-you service. You could be an awesome Facebook advertiser. So you're going to go and you do people's Facebook ads, or do people's Google PPC, or you're going to write people's content, or you're a great social media guru, and you're going to do people's social media. Anything where you are essentially doing the job, not just teaching it, you are actually doing it. That is what I am categorizing as a done-for-you service. And if you have been watching my past few weeks series, then you will not be surprised to learn that the 7 key steps to doing this are fundamentally the same that I have been talking about over the last few weeks. So at the risk of boring those people who have been watching the entire series, but not missing out those people who have perhaps only just watched this video, I'm going to quickly run through what those are. So number 1, you've obviously got to choose your business. What business are you in? What service are you going to offer? Yeah, what is your niche? What are you good at? What can you do? And what can you actually take over for somebody in their company, for instance? So that's number 1. Number 2 then is to obviously start to attract people onto your email list so you can begin to build a relationship, bring people into your community so that you can obviously start to get to know them and understand their strengths and weaknesses and where they need help and all of that kind of stuff. So for that, you need a compelling offer. Now, with a done-for-you service, it's really important here. I see a lot of people who start to give away free consultations, or a free kind of I'll do something for you and let's see how it goes. Very, very difficult to do that as a compelling offer. Don't do that because you can't scale it. Let's imagine that you go out and you start a Facebook ad campaign to get people into your funnel, okay? And you're doing a free consultation, a 30-minute consultation, and in a day, you get 100 people sign up for your offer. You've now got to fulfill 100 free 30-minute consultations. Not a good idea. So it really is important that you give away something that's completely digital, that's totally automated. So it doesn't matter how many people come through your funnel, that just happens automatically, and they're beginning to consume your content and get to know who you are, your brand, and what it is you offer. Okay, so that's step number 2. Step number 3 then is to create some kind of intro, break-even product, yeah? This is a low-cost product that really shows you who's serious about taking it to the next level. This also allows you to get paid traffic, okay? Rather than spending many weeks, months, years trying to build your traffic just through content alone and social media posts and stuff, you can now use paid media to bring people through, because essentially your low cost product is paying for that. Okay, that's what I call my instant sale list building funnel. I've actually got some videos on that. I'll put a link through to my little video course below this video for that. So basically you're bringing people through your funnel and they are buying something off you immediately, which allows you to then pay for paid traffic, yeah, which means you can bring more people in through your funnel. That's how it works. The next step then, which is step number 4, I believe, is you are then obviously delivering lots of great content and building your authority. Obviously, you've got to sell your services to people, so they need to know that you know what you're talking about. So if they come to your site, your blog, your website, your social media platform, wherever you are online, they need to be able to see that you've got the goods, that you can do what it is they're going to buy from you, okay? So that's your chance to showcase your expertise with blog posts, with videos, with podcasts, with images, with however it is that you want to showcase your knowledge and what it is that you can do, your experience. The next level then, of course, is to create your sales funnel. Now, there are many ways that you can do this with a done-for-you service. You could do this via, very much like coaching actually, you could do it via a sales letter. So essentially it can be you talking about what services that you offer. You could use webinars, obviously. You're going to be attracting people to sign up for the webinar first of all. They're going to come on the webinar. You can then showcase your services and you can then sell your services at the end of the webinar. But remember with that, the chances are when you start out with a done-for-you service, you're going to be looking for quite a low level of clients, a small number of clients. Sorry, let me change the way I phrase that. A small number of clients you're going to be looking for. The reason being is because I'm going to presume when you start out you're probably going to be on your own, or maybe there's only one or two of you, unless you've got a big kind of team of people that you're starting out with, which is great. If you have, fantastic, go get those clients, but initially I'm going to imagine that there's probably only one or two of you, so you're not going to want too many clients or you're going to overload yourself. So what you want to remember is when you go for a webinar type setting, you're going to get quite a lot of people on the webinar. Now, one way to kind of counteract that and still use webinars as a sales tool, because they are a great sales tool, is at the very end of the webinar, have like an application form. Yeah. So people can only actually work with you if they apply. So rather than just having a sales button that says, hey, come and, grab my services now, click the button, actually have them fill out an application form where you then will speak to them, spend 15 minutes on Skype speaking to them about their business or where it is that you can help them and offer them your services. And then you can whittle down the people that you really want to work with. And if you're going to do that, I would suggest that you ask them to place like a small deposit so that when you actually speak to them, so they really are very serious about working with you. You might get lots of people that fill out the application form and actually don't really want your services. So if you don't want to waste your time, one of the ways of doing it is to say, hey, look, fill out the application form, leave $100, click the add to cart button, leave $100 deposit. If we decide that we're going to work together, then that $100 will come off my services to you. If we decide we're not going to work together, I'm going to give you that $100 straight back. You're going to get that refunded, okay? But that just makes sure that the people that really are serious about wanting your services or wanting to work with you, they will fill out the application form, they'll pay the fee, and they will sit on a Skype call and chat with you so you can really find out more about them and their business and whittle it down to the people that you really want to work with. The other way of doing it, as I mentioned before, is through a sales page. So you on a video on a sales page, and you could do the same thing. If you would like to work with me, if you would like my services, click the button below, fill out the application form, pay me a fee to come and sit on Skype with you for 15 minutes. We'll talk through your business. We can then decide whether or not we're going to work together. If not, you get your money back. Absolutely no questions asked. If we are, then that money comes off my services to you. So that's probably one of the best ways, to set up that sale for your done-for-you services. I'm sure there are many other ways, but I don't have time to cover them all in the short period of time of this video that we've got here. But the next step then obviously is that you're going to be trying to bring more and more people through your funnel as you grow, because as you grow your done-for-you service, the goal is, unless you're literally looking for just a bit of extra pocket money and for you to maybe pack up a job you're in and do something that you enjoy doing from home and you're happy to just do it just you, and that's absolutely fine. But the idea with the done-for-you service is that eventually you can grow it and you can employ other people to come in and help you, and you eventually will pass the jobs and the tasks to those people, and your job will mainly be out there just getting more and more clients into your funnel. So if your goal is to kind of move in that direction, then obviously while you're obviously working with your clients, you still need to be creating content, building your brand, building your authority, pulling people in through your funnel, and eventually you'll start to add other streams of income to your business as you go, giving you a nice big fat business model that allows you the freedom to travel, see the world, continue helping people on a much bigger scale, and running a business from anywhere in the world, which is what the goal is here. So there's some tips for you there on a done-for-you service. Great business model, really good business model. Just remember that in the early days, unless you've got other people that can do it straight away, you're going to be trading time for money. That is a key thing that you just want to bear in mind, that in the early days, obviously, as you bring on clients, you're going to be giving them services for their payment to you. And so it's going to start to get challenging to juggle that between you actually doing and you marketing and bringing on board new clients. So don't be afraid to outsource as soon as you can. Even if you start to just outsource bits of it, you don't have to outsource the whole thing. You might, outsource certain elements of it. Let's say you're a website designer, for instance. You might outsource all of the graphical elements, or maybe you're the graphics person and you outsource the actual coding elements, or something like that, okay? But don't be afraid to start to outsource and expand as you go and you bring more clients on board. But I do hope that this video has been useful to you. Next week, we're talking about e-commerce. We're actually starting to move slightly away from the 7 steps because e-commerce is kind of a different model all on its own, but there are lots of similarities. So I'm looking forward to going through that with you. Thank you very much for watching this week. I do hope that it has proved useful to you. As always, do please come and chat with me in the comments. I do love to have a chat with you. Let me know if you're currently running a done for you service, and let me know how you're currently getting clients. What are some great ways that you have found to attract clients to you and for you to be able to sell your services to them? Your stories, I know, will help other people who are watching and listening to this video. So thank you very much. Have an amazing week. Live on purpose. And of course, as always, make it happen. Thanks very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye-bye.